31. Give the point of inflection. What is that? Well, if you have a graph, which we do here of x cubed, it's this point where it's bending inwards and then it flips going the other way. So we're trying to find that sort of point right there where the bending, the curvature changes. How do we find the point of inflection? Well, we get it from doing the second derivative. So I got to take the first derivative. 3 drops down, that gives me 3x squared. 2 drops down, gives me 24x. There's the first derivative. That tells you the slope anywhere on that line, blue line there. But we want to know the point of inflection, where that curvature changes. I drop this down, taking the derivative of the derivative, and we get 6x minus 24. And all we do is set it equal to 0. Move your 24 over, you get 6x. When you added it, it goes over as a positive. Divide by 6, what do we have? It happens when x is 4. You do need the y value, though. How are we going to figure out where that occurs? Oh, we're going to have to plug it back into the original equation. So we're going to have to plug back in to find where that point right there is. We know it's at 4 comma something, but we don't know the height. Well, we just plug into the original equation. So we have what? 4 cubed minus 12 times 4 squared. So that's 64 minus 12 times 16. Well, what's 16 times 12? Let's do a little old school here for a little fun. Put a 1, little 3, 0, 6, well, 192. Yep. 64 minus 192. And that will tell us our spot, which if we subtract 64, gives me a little 8, negative 128. Of course, you'd be grabbing Mr. Calculator, but sorry, I don't have one. So the point of inflection is at the point 4, negative 128. Number 32, which of the choices below would have been its discriminant value? The discriminant value is b squared minus 4ac. Remember, if that guy ends up being a negative, there's no solution. If he ends up being positive, there's 2 solutions. And if it ends up being a 0, there's 1 solution. Well, here's our graph. Did this guy ever touch? And solutions means, where does it hit the x-axis? Does this guy ever hit it? It never hits it. So what would have been in this b squared minus 4ac that would make it not hit it? Oh, it had to be a negative number. That means it was choice B.